over at the local libraries, and I'm looking at expanding that. Right now, I started off with the local library that's in the community that I was raised in when I used to live here. So that's a good thing, bringing the community together. But I'm looking at expanding to other communities as well. So, and if you guys have any particular topics or subjects that you'd like to, co-host a workshop on, maybe you're a subject matter expert in how to brew beer or something like that. Well, we can actually work together on various workshops. I'm also looking at going into the schools, speaking with someone over at South End, and developing programs for the students there to work on permaculture projects in the schools. So, yes?
Where are the workshops?
The workshops, right now we're hosting those at the library, but it really depends on the particular workshop. The one that's for solar panels, we're going to be having that over there on Quill and Bandera. So there's site-specific workshops as well. Same thing with the water harvesting workshop, because we'll actually be installing a water harvesting system at that particular site. So if you want to host a workshop and also enhance your property, that's something else that will allow you to get involved. Okay? Any other questions?
I'd like to, this design certification.
Yes.
As I read your site, it's not just something that you come up with, right? But you talk about what it is and how you got the ability to award or to pass on this certification.
Right. Well, actually, I have my Permaculture and Eco Village Design Certification. So I went to school and got that through the Cascade Institute, as well as living in an eco village and on a permaculture site and traveling to a number of different permaculture sites. And then I went back and got my teacher certification. And that's basically, it's an ongoing thing, but it's basically a 2-year thing. So I have the teacher certification. That allows me to give a permaculture design certificate. Now, as part of the course, what I like to do is not only provide you with your design certification, but if you're putting this effort in it, I want you to be able to get additional benefits out of it. Reap more harvest. So as a part of the course, I'll show you how to establish a business as a permaculture design consultant. And it's not just, if you're interested in doing landscape design from a permaculture way or point of view, that's one way you can look at it. But you can also work as a consultant to large companies. A number of large companies are interested in going green, and they're looking at listening to our ideas regarding applying the permaculture philosophy, the ethics and values of permaculture towards their business model. So there's so many different areas you can take, and as a part of the course, I'll look at helping you establish, if you decide to, a business as a permaculturist.
But your certification comes from the people who coined the term.
Right.
Is that right?
Exactly.
So it's not something that you got in a box of Cracker Jack.
Right.
It's
not self-appointed.
It's only, you're not self-appointed.
Yeah. Actually, my teachers have been teaching for like 25 years, so they've all got their teacher certifications, and they're all have worked with Bill Moss, and he was the person that coined. The permaculture world is actually a really small world, so once you get in it, you end up meeting pretty much everybody. Gaia's Garden, have you heard of that book? That's a good book. I'd like you to read if you have the opportunity. I have my copy, I was going to bring it. That's Toby Hemingway. He's a permaculture teacher as well.
What's the name of the book?
It's called Gaia's Garden. Yes, and it's basically it's a guide to home-scale permaculture. So if you just want to get started on something small in your backyard, that's a real good book to work with. Gaia, G-I-A, G-S, Garden. And if I can get your emails, I'll send you a list of reading, and also I'll make sure you get the information about the various events that we're having, because we'll have a number of free community events where you get involved in. And also that community garden, we're looking at establishing and designing these community gardens using permaculture techniques from the very beginning. So that's something else that you can actually, if you don't take the course, you can come out and help with the community gardens and apply some of those techniques. Okay.
what's the point of doing permaculture? And if you have permaculture in your life, in your philosophy, and you put this into practice, what's that supposed to look like?
If you have it in your life and you put it into practice, what it's supposed to look like is you'll have very minimal waste. You'll be able to, your carbon foot will virtually disappear. You'll be able to turn and identify what waste is actually benefits. So ideally speaking, you're going to save a lot of money. That's one of the benefits of being a permaculturist. You'll be able to grow food. Your community will get involved, and you'll be able to build a community utilizing permaculture. I just came from Portland, Oregon, and the neighborhood I lived in Portland about 10 years ago was like one of the worst neighborhoods. It had a really bad reputation. Now, everyone in that particular community they're all interested in permaculture. They're all doing permaculture in their yards. They started about 10 years ago. And as a result of getting the community together, now we have a number of community gardens. We have a number of community cob benches and really community saunas, all sorts of things that we've put together through the community. We've got the community involved, and now it's completely safe. It's like a little paradise just walking through the neighborhood. And that's something that once you get the community involved, you get the children involved. That's another benefit of including permaculture in your life. I think we could definitely use it here in San Antonio because a lot of kids need something to do.
Is it hard once you get it going? I mean, like these OACDs.
That's the whole idea. The perma part of permaculture means once you start it up, once you get it started, based on an ecological design, it manages itself. So if you're doing it in a permaculture way, this is not something that you have to go back over and over again and change every year. This is something that you get it's kind of like getting the wheel started. You're working with all of the I guess you're developing an ecosystem, starting off with the soil, getting healthy soil with living insects and plants, and also you're looking at adding plants that are beneficial and that grow well with each other. You're looking at bringing in healthy wildlife that's beneficial to your area as well. So you're creating basically a microclimate, a micro ecosystem that's designed to function without you.
And it works. It works.
And it works. If you have the opportunity, check out Greening the Desert. That's one of the persons that inspired me, Jeff Lawton. Yes.
What's the name of the desert that you were talking about?
That one was the Sahara. That was in Morocco, the Sahara Desert. Yes, as a matter of fact, I can send you some pictures and stuff like that of it as well. But another one, if you want to see a real permaculture site that was designed in a permaculture way, that actually is 2 kilometers from the Dead Sea, the government of Jordan commissioned it, and 2 kilometers from the Dead Sea on land that used to be salty, in 3 years, without having to till the soil and work on it, 3 years grew into a regular oasis with things that are not supposed to be growing there, volunteering. Go to Greening the Desert. All you have to do is Google it, Greening the Desert with Jeff Lawton, and he's actually one of the persons that really got me inspired to move forward in the permaculture direction.
We also have those videos and have for about 3 months on our website. And if you just put in permaculture over on the side, there's a cloud, a topic cloud. We have 8 posts. One from books recommended by Joe Barfield here. We've got 3 articles called The Miracle